Okay, so another environment is Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter comes with Anaconda Python distribution, so it is present in the Anaconda itself. Okay, Jupyter Notebook, like Python, IPython, the Jupyter Notebook is also an interactive environment, but it is browser based. This one is terminal based, right? In a terminal window, you are writing this Python code in IPython. But in case of Jupyter Notebook, you have to use browser, web browser like Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox, or Opera, whatever you want, you have to use them. Write and execute code and intermix the code with text, image, video. We will see how you can write code and text side by side, so that it will help you to understand the code and it will help you to later modify that code. And you can get the documentation here, more detailed documentation about Jupyter Notebook. Now, if you want to install Jupyter Lab by using Conda, pip, and Docker, then you have to use this code or this statement in your terminal, okay, to run them. But as I said, if the recent version of Anaconda and recent version of Python installation includes the Jupyter Lab, so you don't need to install them separately. So if you just write, instead of IPython, you have written that IPython like this way. Instead of writing IPython, if you write Jupyter Lab and click, then a window will see, instead of that terminal window, a window opens here in the browser, where you can see that Python 3 is present, Python 3.x. If you click this console, then a console kind of window like this window appears here. And if you want to write something and then execute, you can write your code here in this line and you can execute in this place. You can see the output here. Okay, if you want to use some notebook, a text editor kind of thing, you can see, you can write something here and you can run it. So this is the code, this is the output. If I write some code and execute it, it will give you the output. So there is another way to do that, that is the terminal. So this is the console and this is the terminal. So if you write Python here, and you will directly go to this place, you can work, you can write your code, hello, and write it, it will give you the output. So this is about Jupyter Lab. So if you type Jupyter Lab, it will come Jupyter Lab and Jupyter Notebook runs on the same server. Okay, what is the difference between Jupyter Lab and Jupyter Notebook? That you can visualize more in this link. So this link is the cloud version of the same thing. So you have seen this one. See here, it is written localhost 8888/lab, right? And in this like window, in this browser, you have different tabs inside that single tab. So this is a single tab. See, this one is a single tab here. Okay, this is a single tab called Jupyter Lab. And inside the Jupyter Lab, you have 3 tabs consisting of each. You can have multiple. Okay, you can have multiple notebooks like this. Similarly, in this case, here it's see here Jupyter.org. It runs on Jupyter server. So if you click a notebook like this, it will bind with the server and then give you a place to write your code. So see, this one is the same thing as like that previous one, where here you can write your program and you can run it. See this, print hello, and see it gives output hello. Okay, so this is the Jupyter Notebook. Now going to this link again and click this one, Jupyter Lab. Too many users running. Try again soon. So that means many users are using this same binder. So that's why it's giving some problem. So if you are using in your, like if I give you some homework to do and you don't want to use your internet, you can directly use the Jupyter Lab. Open your console, type Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Space Lab, and the Jupyter window will come like this. You can write your code here. You can write in a nice manner. I will show you how to write code and text in a nice manner here later on. But you can write your code here. You can save it and you can upload it in the Google Classroom. Also, if you have connectivity with the internet, you can directly use your browser and see this Jupyter Lab. This can use Python, C++, R, Python 3.7. All these things, all these languages can run on this Jupyter Lab. But in your this Jupyter Lab does not give you all those facilities. But this one gives you this facility that you have many. You can run. You can write other programming languages also in this setup. Now click any one, and then this kind of tab like this, it opens here. You can run also your code in this place. Okay, like this way. So if I write print, so it will execute. You can save it, you can upload it later on, you can export in different formats, you can export it in PDF and you can upload it in Google Drive, you can share it with someone else. So these are the benefits you can get. Notebook is a single tab. There you don't have multiple, you cannot use multiple environment to write multiple code at the same time. You have only one environment. See here, this is Jupyter Notebook. You cannot have multiple tabs. You can open multiple tabs in a browser, but inside one browser tab, you cannot use multiple tabs like this. Here you can have multiple tabs like this. See, multiple program can run simultaneously for different purpose. Both runs on same notebook server. Both can run and work side by side in the same computer. See, I have shown you that I'm using Jupyter Lab of cloud version, Jupyter Lab of the localhost version, and Jupyter Notebook of the cloud version. All these things can run side by side in the same computer. Both uses this same file format. Jupyter Notebook opens new notebook in new tab. So every time you have to open new notebook, it will open with a new tab. But this will run in a single tab with sub-tab displayed within the tab. Sub-tab means this one. These are the sub-tabs. Okay, tabs are this one, and these are the sub-tabs. That is available in Jupyter Lab. It feels more like standalone computer, like this one is more like standalone system, but this one more like feels like an IDE. IDE means integrated development environment. Displaying a CSV file with the delimiters provided with the creator, and displaying CSV file with more like CSV file like looks like. So like if you want to see some CSV file here, for example, this is a CSV file. CSV means comma separated value, where the values are separated by comma, and you can visualize this kind of file in Jupyter Notebook and a Jupyter Lab also. In case of Jupyter Lab, it's more like an Excel file. In case of Jupyter Notebook, more like a text file, which is where values are separated by comma.